Hello everyone, welcome back to, I was going to say Baldur's Gate 3, it's not that, it's Solasta, Crown of the Magister. Last time we did some travel and we had fights with some elementals twice on our walks, and now we are here in this clearing where we have a brown bear, and a badlands bear. Now, in our journal, we have met brown bears before. We have knowledge 1 of them, which is basically nothing. We don't know their max HP. We do know their size. They are large creatures. But otherwise, no. We do not know anything about these brown bears. But they are... No, we don't even know their challenge rating. This is just our knowledge level. So, hopefully, it's not too bad. Was it a brown bear that we had to fight in the very original encounter in that cave? But here we are. 3 bears. What I would like to do, if possible... Actually, okay. Walk that back. We have some things to do first. Right, we're not traveling, but we want a free hand. Oh, I assume the longsword that we are crafting with. We are currently crafting a longsword of acuteness. And you need a primed longsword to do that. I'm going to assume that the longsword that we had in our offhand was that primed longsword. So, I guess we're going to go with a short sword in the offhand for a minute until that changes, because we don't have anything better. But what I was saying was we need to equip the offhand so we have a free hand for magic. Fiendish Vigor for some temporary HP. Then whip the battle axe and that out again. We might want to swap that over for a malediction in a moment, but we'll see about that when we get there. Then we are already stealthing. I would love to get all 3 of them together in a space that we could shatter them. But the problem with shatter is that it does not have a very high range at all. So to do that is going to be a little bit tricky with this, like, possibly not entirely random, but certainly reasonably unintuitive patrol these 3 have going on. I also don't know if we will be able to surprise them and get the surprise condition on them. This rock is definitely going to be in the way of... Excuse you? Oh, it's because we're... Is it because we're paused? Shatter. It won't show me... No, cancel. Alright, it's being screwy and I don't like it. This bear has not seen us yet. Alright, we might have to rethink that plan. Otherwise, I would not mind just them being as far away as possible when we do engage. The Badlands bear is going to be the more difficult of the 3. So perhaps we come down this way, although this is pretty narrow. I don't know if we're setting ourselves up to be pinned in. But we're going to have to make a move eventually, right? Alright, I hate this. I hate this a lot. Who's going to open the action? Who has... You have Agonizing Blast. You add your Charisma modifier. You're as good a person to kick off as any, I guess. Why won't you cast spells? Is my real question. Alright, that was being real screwy, but we're off. And we start with a critical hit.
Perhaps if you tried to be loud instead.
You love to see it. Okay. We crit for 15 damage. Let's move over here. We will maledict after the fact, so we can be ready to do our flames if we want to.
Oops.
Attack of opportunity, absolutely. Lovely. And you do not get to where you want to be, which is great for us. We have inflict wounds available to us. I'm now undecided as to whether we should go for the Badlands Bear being probably the bigger threat, or go for the brown bear we just hit because it's missing more of its hit points. There'll be fewer actions in a round if we kill it first. Let's bind a Quasit because they're going to have non-magical slashing damage. I think that's probably the best. Then we will walk to here and go with an inflict wounds.
Well struck.
19 damage, not our best, but certainly okay. I think the simple choice for us here is going to be a magic missile. 1 or 2 darts here. Let's start with the Badlands Bear because the first dart will stick the Curse of Time on them, and they've got way more health for the Curse of Time to have an impact on. Then we'll go here for 2 and the last one back there. Alright, we wasted a dart, but the first bear is dead, and that's mostly what we could have ever wanted. I do not want to cast Sparkle, so I'm just going to push back into this bit of cover here. Brown bear the second. Does not reach. Curse of Time goes off for a tiny bit of damage. That is quite the flurry of attacks. Ouch. Thank goodness we gave ourselves all that temporary HP. Right. What do we want to do? Oh, I should have spiked growth while they were all over there. That would have been much, much smarter. I forget this guy has utility. We could do a round of breath weaponing. You've got the Curse of Time and a single malediction. We could maledict and then attack. No, we don't have the stuff for malediction. Alright, let's go with a breath weapon against the two of them. That was unenthusiastic. Top of the order. Right. Trevor is having a rough time. We're concentrating on a malediction, which must be this bear, right? Because it can't be the other one. So, if that's the case, then I want to move to here, where we have a line of sight on this bear without cover, please. Please? Get rid of their extra AC. Damn it. Okay, well, they're going to have 2 extra AC for this.
Arcana, evil,
Incredible. Miss, crit, hit. So, 4d6 and 2d6 and 2d6 and 1d6. That has given us so much help right there. Kivor has a spell slot left. We could inflict wounds someone, or we could shatter them both. Shatter is a constitution saving throw. You assume bears are going to have reasonable constitution, don't you? I think I'm going to move to here. We have one spell left. We're not concentrating on anything. We're going to go with inflict wounds. Please hit. Love it. 19 damage. That means Tamara, with one spell slot left, can go to magic missile. I reckon 2 here, and what do we reckon? 2 here just for insurance. Alright, the 2 on the second one for insurance was a great call. Now we're down to just 1 bear. I'm not frightened by just 1 bear. Yes, Trevor is getting a bit wrecked. Smidge wrecked for Trevor. And obviously, if Trevor dies, it's all over. That is kind of the really big problem. But we have 3 attacks, so we're all in close proximity. We can target. We can Eldritch Blast. Good daylight. It's dead. Trevor is stable, no longer dying. Love to see it. They are unconscious, so we will need to take a short rest of 1 hour for them to regain 1 HP. We can also then roll some hit dice, and we of course get our spell slots back. So that will be plenty. We don't need to attune to anything right now. We want the Badlands bear meat, is what we're here for. Super. We will take all of that. And now we are ready to go back. Find Sharma in the swamps. That's not what we're after. The butcher. Return to the city and deliver the bad man's beat to Henrik. That's what we want to do. There's a corpse over here. That's interesting. Oh, because this is not a random encounter. It is an actual location. Copper, gold, silver, magnesium, and some rations. Yeah, if this was a random encounter, I wouldn't expect any loot and consumable stuff on the ground. But because this is a scripted location, then they may well exist. So now we can go to any of the blue rectangles to get out of here. Before I do that, I will give ourselves some temporary HP. Unlikely we'll need it in the first hour of our travel, but better safe than sorry. Leave area, yep. Load for me the map, please. And we're going to just run back to Caerhifrid. That's where we are going to hand in the butcher quest. 1 day, slow pace, start traveling. Fire jesters. We know nothing about them. Hostile creatures nearby, but Trevor Isaac has managed to spot them. I'm going to hide from fire jesters, mostly because I don't know what they are. And if I don't know what they are, I don't want to have to fight them unnecessarily. As much as I would love the extra XP and the rest, Iron Man mode is on, so I have to think about my health and sanity first. Halfway done to that longsword of acuteness. Some singing, some dancing. 8 AM, waltz into the city. Is it really foggy in town today? This does not look right. Maybe it's just like dawn looks really bizarre. Hey, I got bear meat for you.
Feast your eyes on this.
Fantastic. You ever tasted smoked bear?
Sure.
We need to go.
Alright, quest complete. 200 XP. Popularity with the people. And 500 gold. 500 gold is great. Let's see. How are we doing on this? Oh, 527 more to reach level 5. Right, if we could reach level 5 before having to go and do this swamp, I'd be really happy about it. This troll tongue, rather. Gartok asks you to look for the missing giants. Enter the grotto, look around, find the keys. Go to the Felic outpost and raise a banner. Sounds like a big fight. I would like to level up before. Travel to the forge base in the swamp. Harvest a Malakanan orchid. Right, we did long rest before getting over here. We also have cash on hand, which is always nice. I don't think we've gained anything new that we don't know about, but I will triple check. So we know about the Chime of Opening and the Potion of Greater Healing. That's fine. Nothing unknown in there. +1 Magnificent Morning Star. I should have just equipped this rather than making the longsword, but you know, we're here now. Calanthian Quiver. Various other scrolls that we probably cannot cast. I'm just not really familiar with our spell lists, but we'll worry about that some other day. Alright, well, I think if we're going to level up, we're just going to need to do some traveling and some hopefully reasonably safe random encounters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy like 40 gold's worth of food. Real heavy. Who knew like seeds and jerky could be so much weight? And then with that, we're going to try and find a couple of quiet fights on the road. Whilst we're out there, we can be crafting extra potions and stuff. Potion of Superior Healing. What's that? 8d4 plus 8? Yeah, that is like massive, but probably more than we need right now. So why don't you make one of those for emergencies? And if you could make a potion. We have one Dragon Rose. We'll do that one instead. You can craft a poison if you want. Possibility to paralyze is probably a good one to have. Poison, save each turn to cancel. Let's get started on this. It's going to take some time. But we have a d20 plus 3 on our intelligence nature checks. If we're going to be waltzing around doing long rests, we might as well be crafting towards something as we go. Question is, where are we going to go? We could try and go out towards the swamp. The problem is, once we get there, we're probably just going to want to turn back immediately, and that seems unwise if things do go really badly. So let's go back to the Verdant Valley. We know that there are herbs and plants and stuff that we can go and fetch over here for the various crafting that we're trying to do. I want to have random encounters. I just want them to be reasonable and not while we're sleeping. Right, we will equip that. If we are able to do it right now, that would be great. I don't know that I can. I absolutely can. So that's a +1 versatile 1d8, 1d10. This is also a +1, 1d8, 1d10. This is slashing. This is also slashing. So they're basically the same thing, it seems. But that's fine. We'll take it. Resume. 5 roaming ghouls. Combat is inevitable. At least we're not surprised. Medium undead. Alright. Let's do it then, shall we? Not a great location for it, but they have wonderful rolls. So, I think to start, we're just going to focus on one at a time, bring them closer to the fire. Is probably for the best. Oh, they have 22 health. We know this from our previous experience with them. That is incredible. However, that probably means that they are not going to be worth all that much experience to us, which is the flip side of that story. Do I want to do this? I can't see 2 of them there. Let's just start simple. Cast Malediction on the one you can see. Although, that far away they might be unlit. That's not a problem for us. Good start. We can't get... Oh, we can get a bit of cover just there. Shrevor. We cannot spellcast like this, but we can spellcast like this. We're just going to do the same thing. And if we could just kill 1 or 2 of these guys before they get their rounds, that would be great. Incredible start. Very happy. Right. What do we fancy? We'll do that. 2 fails is 11 damage apiece. And they both get weakening pheromones, which is interesting. So they have disadvantage on their next saving throw. So if we shatter them again with somebody else, then they'll have disadvantage on the save against the second shatter, which seems like a good time for us. They are not close enough to attack us, so they have to spend their turns moving. Let's see. I'm just going to maledict. And because they're so close, it's going to be a shocking grasp instead.
Arcana Evo.
There goes Curse of Time. This one hopping down to join the party. Already going after Flame. Near enough. 1 extra 1 at the back there. Alright, what do we have? Ivor, could you stand to withstand a shatter if it means that we get to hit 3 of them at once? I think you could.
You didn't get me.
17 damage to Hevor. Trevor. Are we concentrating on malediction? We are. Alright then. Target you with the malediction. Step closer so we can actually make the attack. Oh, damn it. I would really like this one to be dead just because they're the one with 6 HP. And they're the one that's going next. We have Shatter. Trevor would take damage for this shatter. I think that's fine.
Bravo! Victory is yours.
18 damage. Why is it we're so good at doing damage on these rolls when it's our friends that we're harming most? Alright, then with this ready, we can just plow magic missiles into the last one. Curse of Time goes off. They are not awfully strong. And 4 attacks sees that this is probably going to be over pretty swiftly. We'll still try and do all of the right things in case we roll incredibly badly with everybody. But we're fine. Alright. We gain some ghoul knowledge. We edge ever closer to level 5. Not there yet, but we are getting there. Let's finish our long rest. Apologies for shattering you, everyone. I know that couldn't have been comfortable. Let's go to the giant enclave. We'll see if there is any plants or anything that are available to us to harvest for our crafting, because we're going to try and do a bit more of that. And then we can always poke our nose into the big mysterious cave. We don't have to have any of the big fights in there just yet if we don't want to, because that's like a whole set of encounters that I want to be more prepared for. So if we go to the map, that's empty, empty. This is deep root lichen, dwarven primrose. Those aren't the ingredients that I was really hoping to find, if I'm honest. Unknown crate, unknown basket. We have not long rested since that fight, so immediately let's short rest to recover some of our HP and our spell slots, of course. Okay, that's suitable enough. We want some temporary HP in case of emergencies. And let's just go and poke a few bits here. This is our favourite spot to be, isn't it? A mace and a mirror. Sure. Anything that I can sell for a profit somewhere else is something that I will hold on to. 1 gold and an angry violet is a plant that I think I want. Everyone, please, let's get cautious. We will poke our head into this cave. Yes, we will leave the area. Alright. New waypoint added. Giant's map. Where's this quest thing? The cave. Underground ruins. Not that one. Not this one. It's not any of these. Alright then. Well, we just have a cave here that is ours to explore as we wish. So there are several... Giant Beetles sustained 4 fire damage. How, where, and why are my really immediate questions. Trevor, you're really strong. Can you climb up here? No. Good to know. We could spider climb, or we could misty step up if we really wanted to. But we'll keep creeping down here for a second. I can hear some kind of skittering going on. There are a bunch of combats down in these caves, and I just want to know which one is first. Alright. New waypoint added. Campfire. Not a bad place. Not a bad place to have available to us. There is a giant beetle over there. There it is. I know nothing of you, giant beetle. Do I think I could take a fight against a giant beetle? Is a better question. Does this giant beetle have many friends? There's a trap there. Good to know. We have our temporary hit points. Are there other creatures back there? I suspect they're not alone, right? They're the one that took a bit of damage earlier. Alright, if we're going to hit them, we should hit them right now, I think. Because anything else that's back there is going to be further away to come and do damage. Who has dark vision and extra damage? Agonizing blast, repelling blast, double sight, agonizing blast. So starting at the top. Advantage because we are stealthy. I get a sneeze before this fight. Excuse me. Right. Please don't let there be 400 things in this combat.
Of course you've been detected.
A pilgrim and 2 giant beetles. Okay, the giant beetle has about 35 to 40 HP. The pilgrim we can see has 80. They are surprised, so we've got that going for us, which is great. Hold on, cancel that. We don't have dark vision, do we? We do. Yeah, we do. So let's just... I need like a little post-it note reminding me who has what here, because I'm always forgetting. We will go to spellcasting and
Arcana, Muto, Malmis.
that seems like a great time to me. I'm glad we didn't go through that tile there. I thought we were flame for a second. Right. I'm going to save my spell slots for shatters and inflict wounds and just do this at disadvantage. Can we get a torch out?
Let there be light.
Didn't help, but you know. Pilgrim is surprised. We're up. Save the magic missiles. Let's also get a torch out. I think they're lit now between the 2 combined powers of torches. Alright, the surprise is over. Flame is up. We are concentrating on malediction. So let's do this 3 times. Do I want to do this 3 times, or should I save it for the big guy? Save it for the big guy. Shrevor. We are currently concentrating on the thorns. We will just do this.
You have them now.
Solid. Giant beetle. Coming in the other way. Just great. Well, we'll finish focusing over here. We have not spellcast yet. That's fine. We didn't want to.
slow.
Alright, that one's dead. That's great. We are going to push back away from where they're coming in. Where is the pilgrim? Which way round is it coming? The wrong way round, you butt. Might still go through that trap, which would be no bad thing. We need to be able to see them to magic missile, don't we? We can see them. Alright, I think just slamming it full of magic missile would be okay.
Arcana Evo Malmis.
It's a good start. And we too are gonna push back and away. Flame. We could shatter them both. However, if they're not obscured by darkness, they're not. We are going to change our target for our malediction and then cast 3 beams of Scorching Ray over here.
Arcana, Evo,
We get 1 hit for 2d6 and an extra d6. It's pretty bad as it goes. We're going to push away. And then Trevor is going to push back here, and we're just not going to give them any options. Going to move our roots into a nice barrier between us.
Another victory.
Look
This
at
is
that.
destiny.
7 piercing, 5 piercing, 7 piercing, 7 piercing, 4 piercing, 4 piercing, 3 piercing, 5 piercing, 6 piercing. That is unbelievably good. We don't have line of sight on them. Honestly, right now, I'm just going to take the dodge action. Curse of Time. They go through the trap. They go through thorns for days. Then we can just finish with some magic missile.
Evo Malmis.
keep them coming.
That is enough XP to level up. We need Trevor to please stop concentrating on this spell. Then we will just carefully grab whatever this is. Some crafting material of some kind. We will grab whatever that is. Same thing. And then we could take a long rest here. But I'm going to opt to leave the cave. Take a long rest outside in the safety of the Giants' camp. But that is going to be a story for the start of next episode when we get up to level 5, which is going to be very exciting. We're going to leave the area. Yes, we are. So, you guys don't need to see the rest of this loading screen. I will just say thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put those down below. Otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow. Cheers.